Hello, I'm Reverend Michael Mugford. I'm in ministry at Cole Harbour Woodside United Church, and I'm pleased to offer this spiritual reflection for United Churches for Dartmouth today. I don't know about you and your perception of the world, but I have increasingly felt as though my brain is on overload. The political spectacle that's happening in the United States presidential election, the rise of ultranationalism in Germany and here in Canada too, the increasing xenophobia that's creeping into Canadian society. A few months ago, a couple of people in my circle of Facebook friends posted a meme criticizing people coming to Canada and changing things, whatever that means. To make the point, the phrase that concluded the meme was something to the effect that don't come to Canada to make it like the place you left, just go back where you came from. And that made me pause and wonder, how many people really believe that migration and immigration and refugees in the past have never changed Canada? I mean, it's really tone deaf for us to think that way, especially as settler populations. It makes me sad more than anything else. Each time we have a wave of immigrants or refugees or settlers coming to Canada, of course they brought a little bit of home with them to their new home. And of course, they were often treated badly by quote-unquote real Canadians. This last Sunday, I spent some time thinking about the woman from Tyre and Sidon and her encounter with Jesus. It's always surprised me that the Gospels share this story and have Jesus use what seems to be such mean language to talk to this woman who's only doing what any of us as parents would do if we were to seek help for our child. The sermon preached didn't change any of that, but it was helpful to read commentators who, as people more educated than I am, who were equally puzzled. Did Jesus just have a bad day? Was his cultural bias showing? Was he making some sort of joke? Was he testing the woman? There are all sorts of theories, but in reality, we won't ever really know. If Jesus was challenged by this encounter, maybe we can understand how we react to people we encounter who are different from us, and vice versa. If we're to be modern-day followers of Jesus, we need to challenge ourselves and our society to recognize our biases, to call out stereotypes, and to stand against that which denies or denigrates the humanity of another. If we are to be modern-day followers of Jesus, we also need to keep our minds open and our hearts open to those around us and those who are new to us and us to them. When I think about the diversity of our country and our church, I'm drawn back to the Pentecost story from Acts chapter 2. On the day of Pentecost, all of the followers were together in one place, and suddenly this noise from heaven that sounded like a mighty wind filled the house where they were. And when they looked, they saw fiery tongues moving in all directions, and a tongue came and settled on each and every person there. The Holy Spirit was embodied in each of them, and they began to speak in languages from Parthia and Media and Elam, from Mesopotamia, Judea, Cappadocia, Pontus, Asia, Phrygia, Pamphylia, Egypt, parts of Libya near Cyrene, Rome, Crete, and Arabia. Some were born Jews and others had chosen to be Jews. And yet they all heard the Spirit speak in their own language to tell the wonderful things that God has done. Just some thoughts for today. Peace.